me. The Bible came to life, these more than scriptures to me. When I'm in the spirit, them demons keep their distance from me. The prophets is back, and we ain't missing a beat. They'll eventually see. The time is now. Pick your Bible up, put them idols down. Posted on the chief cornerstone, we on solid ground. The Israelites are active, who gon' calm us down? Messiah gon' rule the planet this time around. Humble said, we gotta repent. Not a lie was told. Fourth quarter, ballers in our court, this ain't the time to fold. Oppression could make a man into solid gold. Dreaming dreams I see better when my eyes are closed. The Sunday church is listening, like it makes sense now. I never heard the Bible quoted this way. Some Gentiles listening like they more than just slaves. They the children of God, teach us the laws, we want to be saved. Question, if they fully repented and started learning the faith, would Abba turn them away? If you say yes, is your response strictly based on what the Bible say? Or cause of the curses we under due to our father's way? Oppression make a wise man mad, I get what you trying to say. Cause sometimes I be feeling like Moses when he saw a Hebrew beat by 2 Egyptian soldiers. But can I alter his judgment just because I'm enraged? Is Abba playing them kind of games? And is his mind the same? I ain't got the answers, I just trying to find a way. Wa Yasha Yara, Shayar, Kadash, La Amar, Lakna, Lakwakaf, Atha Hasapar, Wala Pathak, Atha, Kamata Wayao, Kaya, Ata, Mashakata, Wabadama, Kanayath, La Alahayam, Makal, Mashapaka, Wala Shawan, Wakal, Amwaipa White. That was Revelation 5 and 9. They can see that we bout to rise, so that's why they plotting on our demise. I look back at the lies and how they capitalize, like why we still divided. Oppressor cornered you, he has a gun. Before he pulls the trigger, would he ask what camp you from? Or where you fellowship? Something ain't adding up. New generation breaking barriers, we had enough. Listen to me, the Bible came to life, these more than scriptures to me. When I'm in the spirit, them demons keep their distance from me. The prophets is back, and we ain't missing a beat. They'll eventually see.
We are living in the end times. It's like a fountain. The end of all things is upon us. Do you see what is going on around you? It's like a fountain overflowing. Repent, for the kingdom of God has come near to you. Humble yourself in his sight.
Repent or perish with the rest. The weight of sin on me was heavy, now I carry less. I read the word, applying scriptures to my very best. I feel like a pallbearer the way I bury flesh. Yo, the rock, in your verse, it makes sense what you said. This land is dreadful, but not because we both rockin' dreads. Hypothetically, I hope that don't go over their heads. Cause the wisdom like projectors, it goes over their heads. Yeah, the spirit's my direction, so I go where it led. See, the masses need connection, but they soulless instead. Okay, I get it. Proverbs, money, answer all things. But I'm like sesame seeds, cause I'm over the bread. Living outside my flesh, spirit vexed. I was a slave of sex, spirit depressed. I felt like I was possessed. I could not deal with the stress. The spirit inside of me left. Superman without the S. My spirit was a mess, yeah. I did my best, couldn't afford the time. Like a protect, should've got left. But you protect, repent, you will not reject. Defensive won't leave you blessed. It took me a while, yeah, to see it's real. I used to cry myself to sleep for real. Demons and the beast is real. Fast them out, that's an easy kill. Oh, so you perfect still. Some of us don't keep it real. He get the credit, no visa bill. The most high, he gave me talent. Metaphors with ease for real. Netflix, no need to chill. No flex, y'all need to chill. Flow steam like tea for real. Follow laws, they all apply. Mashiach is my lead for real. Whole team keep it feast for real. Passover coming, but I gather during quarantine. Man, I swear I feel I'm getting closer with more war than peace. Never seen angels riding with them. That's a war machine from morning to eve. They gon' swarm the evil, but they more than bees. Matthew 24, 2nd Ezra, chapter 16. Better read, it's not a magazine. No picture painting these. Face the ease, get the message please, or face the lack of peace. In the siege, you gon' fold their eyes like the Maccabees. Hold on.
Desperate to live, afraid to die. They deceive you. Your money gets your focus on the wrong things. The sins of the flesh will lead you to destruction. We must repent for the lust of the eyes, the lust of the flesh, and the pride of life. Do you see the suffering around you?
Here come to boom. Look who just stepped in the room. Got soldiers in every direction. As long as they steppin' in tune. I be in all black with the groom. Watching Babylon fall to doom. Lord know I'm ready and I know that you know that her love is deadly, but I am immune. These niggas talking rude to whom? That's a spot, you'll be moving soon, and you'll be leaving shortly. Still walking with them angels, yeah, they still enforce me. Got a whole lot of zeal, I can't get it off me. Plus I'm winning like I got a blue ribbon on me. He ain't want what, bitch, I beg your pardon. See, I knew these niggas like to do that pillow talking, so that's why I bought a Glock to the slumber party. Got it off the dust. I just began to it pretty much. That brotherhood of weapon, gotta keep it in the clutch. If it ain't one West, nigga, hush. I don't wanna hear it, keep the tone down. Had a couple complications, but it's on now. So you can kill it, speculation, bitch, I'm thrown down. And if you want a conversation, set his zone down. What he say, I ain't hear him, I done zoned down. Can't walk, this a low mouth. I'm 44, I'm on another level with it. These niggas never listen, so I let the devil get his ass. I try to tell him, I'm a rebel nigga. Better be careful if you ever think I'm stepping in my path. Cause it ain't no game. Stay in your lane, now I'm playing twisted metal with his ass. Got it off the duck. I just began to it pretty much. That brotherhood of weapon, gotta keep it in the clutch. Revenge to my main bitch, I think I got a crush. And she know that I got some sick shit inside me. But you know it should be K versus everybody. Got the time, move the buttons like he Teddy Riley. Now I race through the track like a Ricky Bobby. Got it off the dust. I just began to it pretty much. That brotherhood of weapon, gotta keep it in the clutch. Gotta keep it with me, it's a must. Got it off the dust. I just began to it pretty much. That brotherhood of weapon, gotta keep it in the clutch. If it ain't one West, nigga, hot.
Deaconwood to go Deaconwood. Playing with me, this is Deacon's hood. They say that boy Deacon good.
This is the birth of a nation for real. We spiritual killers, no Hollywood. I'm from the alleys of Rainier Valley, in particular Hollywood. Listen, I come from Crippin', where niggas is trippin' and grippin' the shoddy wood. Niggas be getting too deep, but just stick to the milk because milk does a body good. Modern day Moses, like Moses, I'm leading my people up out this captivity. And I ain't gonna stop till my people on top and they all set at liberty. Look, I ain't indulging, exposing these Edomites' wicked activity. And I think the month of February is way too short for black history. I am an activist, I'm calling Kaepernick way above average. The man from Nazareth, he is immaculate. I am the catalyst, I was like Lazarus, I ain't gonna stop. I keep the matches lit, Kodak should capture this. Sync on your battleship, precision accurate, flow is so hazardous. I just pray I'm taking up when the rapture hit, Lord. I got a lawyer upstairs, so I'm beating the case. I'm never tripping at all, I'm just keeping the faith. Before the judgment is the season of grace. So every morning, what you do? I'm seeking his face. My sisters don't like they natural.
Yo, shalom. It's your brother Jeremiah.
Your brother Thawwan Mayam.
Brother Zion.
Welcome back to Iron Council, episode 5.
Yes,
doing big things.
I'm on
Keep
camera.
it moving. You see the brother You see the brother Zion right here.
Shalom, shalom.
You know what I'm saying? The brother showing his face today. This must be a special occasion.
Right.
Man, hey, if you didn't catch last podcast episode, man, it was a little bit different. And that's exactly what we was waiting for. Was what we was wanting was a little bit different. We was wanting something different. Man, the water y'all brothers and sisters for joining us here at Iron Council, where it's an assembly of brotherhood. And we sit around and we talk about worldly events, linking things up with the Bible, making things relevant. You see the news, you see the way the world is for one period. The world is getting crazy out there. But yeah, man, we just out here. We wanna do our part and make sure that we are edifying and entertaining the people as much as we can, man. You know what I'm saying? Bringing y'all this truth, bringing y'all back to the Bible, and just talking about it, worldly events, and actually bringing it back to the scriptures, man. But can we get an Iron Council moment? Man, can we hit that one more time? You know how long I've been waiting for this? Brother been waiting for this for a minute, bro. Hey, where we at, bro? We at Iron Council, bro. Hey, what we been waiting for? We've been waiting for the Iron Council, bro. Iron Council here, bro, man.
Help me,
right,
nigga.
This is what I've been saying.
Right.
This is me right there. I might as well have been saying that.
We here.
Help me, man. All praises, man. Hey, if y'all brothers and sisters if y'all want to send a shout out, y'all want to promote anything, business, y'all got a new record drop, whatever the case may be, send it in the chat. We're gonna do a shout out for y'all. Free promotion, free advertisement here on Iron Council, right? So just letting y'all know, hey, you're gonna have to keep that up because that's something we're gonna have to keep going back to.
I got you.
You know what I'm saying? If I had a little plug, this is where we at right now. We are here at
Iron Council.
We wearing it out today, bro. We wearing it out today. You know what I'm saying? I've been waiting for this soundbite for a long time, for four episodes now, man. You know, this fifth one is different, man. It's special. But hey, before we get started, can we go ahead and get this Proverbs 27 and 17? One of y'all brothers, can y'all get that for me, Barbecue Chef? Proverbs 27, 17, please.
This is Proverbs chapter 27, verse 17. This is Proverbs chapter 27, verse 17. Iron sharpeneth iron, so a man sharpeneth the countenance of his friend.
Right. Iron sharpeneth iron. Right? That's what we're here for, man. And a man sharpeneth the countenance of his friend. Brotherhood, sisterhood. You're supposed to build each other up, man. That's what's supposed to happen. So we're going to go into a few topics, man. We're going to see, basically kind of where the Spirit lead us to. We kind of wanted to, just freestyle a little bit, but I also wanted to touch on a couple of topics. One being Christmas. A lot of our people celebrate this day, man, and it's just wild. It is a wild thing to see, man. To know when you start, everybody's got the internet. Everybody's got Google. Everybody has a phone. These things can be looked up easily. You can Google them. The Sunday preacher knows them. Everybody knows how wicked and evil Christmas is, man. It's not a surprise. It's not, this ain't even a new thing no more. People already know, right? It's already out there. And the other thing we're going to talk about today was said Christmas. My brother wasn't with me. It's weird, but it's cool. The other thing we was wanting to bring out was, what was it? It was the what a man, kind of what a man's supposed to bring to the table, you know what I'm saying, in a relationship righteously, you know what I'm saying? So we're just talking about, like, basically a man is supposed to teach his wife. He's supposed to edify his wife. Just certain things he's supposed to bring to the table, man. But, yeah, so did anybody give any shout-outs or businesses or anything like that?
No shout-outs, but Hebrew Daughter, first comment, says, Mighty Feast of Dedication, sons.
The the water sis, the water Hebrew daughter, man.
Shalom.
We appreciate your support. Shalom. We appreciate your support, man. We got a lot of faithful members, man. We definitely appreciate y'all. It's a little turnt too, so Salakia. I'm a little turnt. With it. How about that? Turn up some more. All right. God, man. Hey, so we appreciate y'all, brothers and sisters, man, out there supporting us. We really do appreciate it. We be out there in the cold. We be sweating, tears, blood. We be out there, man. You know what I'm saying? For the brothers and for the sisters. We don't labor just for ourselves, but we labor for our brothers and sisters also. Right? God.
And then
So,
we
go ahead.
we got from Egypt to Israel. Shabbat Shalom, Akim.
Shalom, brother. Egypt to Israel is always with us, man. He's always supporting sons of Jacob, just like Hebrew daughter, man. We definitely appreciate y'all, man. Greatly appreciate y'all. We really do. All right, without further ado, we're gonna jump right into it, man.
I have friends who do not celebrate Christmas because they say December 25th is really a pagan holiday. While I agree that Jesus may not have been born on December 25th, he certainly was born as described in the Bible. How do I respond to them?
Well, in a sense, tell them they're right. You see, the winter solstice a couple of days later was the shortest day of the year, and the pagans had something called Saturnalia. And it was a time of lawlessness because all the laws were suspended, and people, a bunch of singers who actually wandered the streets naked singing, and then they had orgies. It was a mass thing. Well, when the Catholic Church came along in Italy, the Romans and others didn't want to give up their holidays, so they said, okay, we'll Christianize it. And so they said, okay, we'll say the birth of Jesus was the 25th of December. And then there was a monk who began to add it up. You see, if you read in Luke, it says there's a census taken when Quirinius was governor and so forth and so on. And they could take those leaders and figure the exact time dating from the foundation of Rome. And that's when the dates were established. And so they get pretty close to the date. But to say it's the 25th, shepherds were out abiding in the field. It gets a little cold at night. I mean, were they out there in the middle of winter? I don't know. I've been out there on the shepherd's field on Christmas Eve. It's very nice. But it's cold. And nevertheless, I mean, what was going on? So all this business about mistletoe, pagan. Christmas trees, pagan. Giving out gifts, pagan. Every bit of it is pagan. Every single bit of it is pagan. We've Christianized it all. And so that's good. And so we have time. We celebrate for Jesus.
So you see it, man. That's the infamous Pat Robertson out there telling you and telling the people that Christmas is pagan, man. And he even went into detail about how it was the origin was going out there in the streets and dancing, and he didn't get too specific right into it. He went into the dancing and the other things like it goes deeper than that. It goes into orgies. I don't remember if he even said, did he say that? He said, bro, so he gave it to you, man. He gave it to you. He said that Pat Robertson went in and said that the orgies and all this other stuff, this other madness that Christmas came from. He said it was pagan, man. This is madness of the highest, man. It's some, what's that one soundbite? Some powerful niggatry, man. It's some powerful niggatry, man, because our people are following things that nowadays they know what they're following, and they still do it to this day. It just shows that they don't care, man. It's crazy. I got a scripture too. Go ahead.
Okay, we see. Okay, Christmas Okay, you say now we in the age of information where people know.
Right.
It's easy to seek out these things. You know exactly what it is, but we gonna do it anyway. But okay, what about Halloween? What is that? Um,
That's right.
what is that? There's no fancy package for Halloween, but we gonna do that anyway too. So it shows you that there's no no morality in it. They just gonna do what's in their heart.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. So it don't
Regardless of
matter.
regardless of the origins of it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. It don't matter. It don't. Our people are just blatantly doing wickedness, man. At this point, they just don't care. So I mean, what can we do? What can we do? The only thing we can do is teach them and tell them what the Most High God love. But you see this sick, how sick Esau is, and how our people are becoming just like him. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, we're becoming just like them, man. I got this precept though. I want to bring out Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 14 and verse 16. It says, "Thus in process of time, an ungodly custom grew strong, was kept as a law. Engraven images were worshipped by the commandments of kings." Right? But this is a ungodly custom that grew strong on the earth. It was pagan, pagan roots, and it grew strong on the earth, man. And our people have been following this custom for a very long time. They made it a law, right? So the origins pagan. It's just wicked just to see how crazy, how far we've fallen, right? How far we have fallen, man. But we got a few more things we want to show y'all. Want to go ahead and get into this Christmas. And all y'all know, I'm pretty sure brothers and sisters might know that the custom that it talks about in Jeremiah chapter 10 and verse 1, we definitely going to have to bring that out because it's always a classic, because it pinpoints so well the tree, you know what I'm saying, the Christmas tree. And we got a couple more videos too I want to go ahead and get into. So whenever you're ready, you can go ahead and play them.
They shall hunger no more, neither shall they thirst anymore. Preach, preacher, for God shall wipe away, yes, sir, every tear from their eye. Yes, sir. Get ready for the revolution.
Looking at with the word.
When I bring up Swarta Peter, you're gonna bring that shit up for me right now. This is what they do. This is what they do in Amsterdam. Now they do it. Sinterklaas is an old school, like Santa Claus, when he has like a Pope hat. Yeah. Sinterklaas, Zwarte Peter means black, Peter. So he has these helpers that go through the chimney and then they get soot on their face and they're supposed to have like dirty faces. Of course, some of these racist white folks can't wait to just put black face. They put pink lips and afros and walk in front of black children and parade this shit. You know what they call black people in Amsterdam when they want to insult them? What? Fuck you, Zwarte Peter. I mean, but I also praise the white Dutch people that are protesting it and trying to, and the police are whooping their ass, like beating them up, peaceful protesting. Hey, could you not wear blackface? And getting beat up for that. Really? We want to keep wearing blackface.
Yeah, his name is Godfrey something, right? Or something Godfrey, right?
Godfrey.
Right. That brother, he's good. He definitely speaks out. I think he's Nigerian too. I think he's Nigerian. But he goes into showing how in Switzerland how they celebrate Christmas, and you see them just can't wait to put on blackface over there. They can't wait to actually put on the whole, just putting the black all over their face when it should be just like he said, soot just here and there, right? But they cover their whole face. They cover their whole bodies in it. And they've been doing this for years, man. This ain't just a new thing. Over there in Spain and all these other countries, man, they be doing that for a long time, man. You got some good pictures right there too. Yeah, I want to go ahead and see that whenever you can. Just show the pictures whenever you get a chance to. So it's not just like it's not just a smudge of charcoal or smut on their face. They're covering their whole bodies with this, man. They're covering their bodies with it. They got a wig on, right? They got the whole thing, man. Right? It's just out openly racism, man. Right? And they make it a delight. They make it a joyous occasion. Right? And then you heard what he said whenever he talked about how whenever they don't like you, right? You black over there in Europe, somewhere, Dutch, Switzerland, when they don't like you, what they call you, what do you say, Suave Pete or something like that, something Pete, right? So they call you by that name, just to show you that it's racist, just to show you they're not trying to. That's not just, what they're making it out to be. This is actually a racist thing, man. Right? So, yeah, man, you gotta have your eyes open. It ain't even a spiritual eye no more, man. They're just putting it in your face how racist they are, man. Yeah, that's cool. Whenever you're ready.
Let me bring that.
Go ahead, Doc.
Oh, just to add to that, that's that Psalms 80 and 6. Thou makest us a strife unto our neighbors, and our enemies laugh among themselves. This should have been added to the episode. Our enemies laugh among themselves.
God, they can see the pictures too. God, so y'all see the pictures, man. This is nothing new. They've been doing this for a very long time. I think it even ties in with the Moors too, some way. I can't really remember how it ties in with the Moors, the black Moors, which Moor means black. But you can see it's not just a smudge here and there. It's the whole face, right? They cover their whole body. I think the first picture,
did he make the pink lips?
Pink lips too, for what? Right. Don't make no sense, bro. That's not Swarzy Pete. That's not somebody just been in the chimney. That's a black person, bro. You're not tricking nobody, bro. They trying to trick us, bro. That's real black folks right there. They trying to portray to be.
We got some comments. Hebrew Daughter said, "When you know better, you're supposed to do better."
That's
but
right.
Many don't.
That's right. That's absolutely right.
And we got Powerful Soldier Nazar.
Shalom King. Shalom.
All right.
Right. Get him in there, bro.
Yeah.
A little slow with it. We're getting there.
Delayed effect, but we.
Yeah, man. So y'all see how the wickedness is, man. The wickedness on the earth is great, man. The wickedness on the earth has been growing and growing. And this has been a long time coming, man. Like you said, like Tahawam said, the age of information has let us know who the devil is, who the man of perdition, what's happening, what's really going on in the world, how people really view us. So you see it, right? This is not hidden no more. It's not stuff that's been, we can Google and see what's over there in the European countries and see how they are behaving, just like how they can with us, right? I'm sure there's, as a matter of fact, I talked to a Edomite one time, and when I kind of first got into the truth, he was over in Europe, man. You know what I'm saying? He was calling me Lord and Master, and, he knew who he was, and he knew who I was, man, as being the Israelite man, and he knew who he was as being the Edomite man. You know what I'm saying? I think I might still got the texts. You know what I'm saying? So they know. You know what I'm saying? The world is waking up to the truth, man. You can do nothing against it before it. We got another video. What's that?
I said he got the new Cash App.
The Cash App? You got the new Cash App?
No, What, the one that was in Europe?
Oh no, no. This is like I said. This was when I first got into the truth.
You done
Right,
lost our tribute to you, right? You done lost our tribute to you.
right, for real, bro. Yeah, yeah, for real. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know too much of nothing. I really didn't know no better. Um, but yeah, man, the opportunity's gonna come back around, Lord willing. You know what I'm saying? All our brothers and sisters are gonna get the same opportunity, man. As rightfully so, right? As rightfully so. I think we had another. Oh, can you bring out that picture? That one I sent you? Chris Mass, right? Let's see what that's talking about.
A woman's ideal man.
All right, we got it. It says the blasphemy of Christmas. Christmas. The word Christmas comes from Christ Mass, an early English phrase that means Mass of Christ. Page 537 of Catholic Encyclopedia says in the Christian law, the supreme sacrifice is that of the Mass. The word Mass of religion usage means a death sacrifice. When millions of people are saying Merry Christmas, they are literally saying Hairy Death of Christ. The word Mass comes from the Latin root mater, to send, and derives from massa, to dismiss. In other words, to merrily dismiss Jesus as Christ.
Right. Hairy Death of Christ, man. Right. So these people don't mean you no good. Like it says, the blasphemy of Christ Mass. I'm good. So it says Hairy Death of Christ, man. It's just that's okay. Technical difficulties, it's all right. But you see the blasphemy of Christ Mass, man. This is not no good, man. You cannot learn the way of the heathens. You cannot go behind them and do what they do. They don't know no better, right? They don't. They'll lead you straight. Obviously, show and prove. They lead you straight into the hand of the devil every time, man, in the hands of Satan, man. The wicked shall do wickedly, and none of the wicked shall understand. So you cannot follow after these people, right? But yeah, man. What's up? Yeah, let me get that 10 and 1, Baba Kushar.
This is Jeremiah chapter 10, verse 1. Hear ye the word which the Lord speaketh unto you, O house of Israel. Thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them.
Right.
For the custom of the people are vain, for one cutteth a tree out of the forest, the work of the hands of the workmen with the axe. They deck it with silver and with gold. They fasten it with nails and with hammers, that it move not.
Mm-hmm. So it just shows you very plain and simple that Christmas is not of God, man. That's a heathen custom, man. So it's a heathen custom, man. It's not really for us. It's the day of the devil, man. It's not Christ's birthday. It's not Yahweh Shai. Has nothing to do or related to Yahweh Shai. Did you have a point?
I got to appreciate it.
Go ahead, Art.
All right, this is Isaiah 40, verse 20. He that is so impoverished that he have no oblation chooses a tree that will not rot. He seeketh unto him a cunning workman to prepare a graven image that shall not be moved. So these scriptures are timeless. That
right.
Sound like that tree, you can't go cut down a tree every year. So you got that tree you put back in the closet every year. That tree that will not rot. It's still the work of a cunning craftsman. And you set it up just like the live tree, that's an idol as well.
Right. And when y'all see y'all's relatives get into this, man, y'all do have to be patient with them, because you got to remember you was once in that same position. You know what I'm saying? We was once all in that same position. You got to be patient with them. What's going on?
So sorry, I clicked out of it.
This brother's hands is just going too fast over there for itself. But
I got a precept for that too.
Is this what they see?
Mm.
Okay.
Technical difficulties.
No, we're good. You got a precept?
Oh yeah, go ahead. Finish your point on that because I was just grabbing the precept pertaining.
Oh, okay,
to that.
Con. I couldn't tell. I didn't know what was happening. So, but yeah, we got to be patient with them, man, because there was one point in time where we loved this madness. We loved that sickness, man. We was in love with it, where we couldn't wait to feed the fat white man to come into your house. It was just a mental illness, man, that everybody was in. We was all drunk. We was all full of, you know what I'm saying, like just madness. It was crazy to see us in that state, the state that we were in. But go ahead with that precept, King.
All right. This is Titus 3 and we'll start at 2. To speak evil of no man, to be no brawlers, but gentle, shewing all meekness unto all men. For we ourselves also were sometimes foolish, disobedient, deceived, serving diverse lusts and pleasures, living in malice and envy. I can hear y'all. Oh, for we ourselves also were sometimes foolish, disobedient, deceived, serving diverse lusts and pleasures, living in malice and envy, hateful, and hating one another.
Mm-hmm.
So like he was saying, like it wasn't that long ago that we was partake. Sometimes that's easy to forget, being
Right.
zealous and going hard for the law. Like we gotta understand, it wasn't that long ago we was, participating in these things.
Right. Right, man.
Waiting on the plate for Thanksgiving, waiting on the gift for Christmas.
In there
So
cleaning chitlins.
it's a balance. Now I never was fucking with that.
Yeah, I never cleaned it myself, but I heard that I had ate it when I was younger. I don't remember it, but I was told that I ate it. So I ain't gonna doubt it. But yeah, man, this holidays, man, it's very evil and wicked, man. It's weird because it seems so fun and so nice and so delightful and so cheerful. It's so deceiving and so deceptive, right? It's just to entice you. It's a lying spirit. It brings you in. It draws you in, right? The lights, the Christmas carols. You seeing everybody hug one another. They're all happy and a joyous occasion. It's so deceiving, man. To see this and then to know where it comes from, and people still get together and they do it because they either do it for their kids or they like the feeling behind it. Man, it's just madness, man. It's madness. Like the mental illness goes deep. It's a deep illness. It goes very deep psychologically, very deep, where you're okay with a white man sneaking into your house to bring you gifts and you feeding him and giving him drinks, right? They even had songs to where, what was it saying, like mommy kissing Santa? Or I saw mommy kissing Santa. Right. So these things, man, this wicked. It's so crazy. It's so, like, when you go back to think about it and you start to really think about how crazy it is, man, it's bad. The sickness is bad, right? But you got that sickness. I seen you pull that up. I want to go into that too. Saint Nicholas goes into the more because he was like rich and he would go around and they turned that into something demonic, I believe. But go ahead though.
It says Merriam-Webster, Old Nick, used as a name of the devil.
Mm-hmm. So Old Nick is the name of a devil. Was it Santa Claus. Oh, y'all remember that movie where it was a movie that it was like a Santa Claus movie, and the elves came in, everybody holding a card to spell Merry Christmas
Satan.
Santa, and they put it on there for what was it? Satan.
We love you, Satan.
We love you,
you,
Satan.
Satan.
And that movie was this year. That was this year. That movie was this year, and they left it on there. They left that on the screen for a cool minute. I heard. I didn't see the movie, but I heard they left that on the screen for a cool minute. So people are looking at that and they're laughing, right? Like it's okay. And their children are looking at that like it's not a big deal, not knowing that they're preparing them for Santa Claus means like agreement with Satan, agreement with the devil, or something like that. Something like that. But yeah, that movie is what is it?
I said it's wicked, whatever it is.
Yeah, it's that's some crazy stuff, man. To have that in a children's movie, right? They just, I wish I had that video. You trying to pull it up? I think I might actually have it. I just gotta find it real quick. But you can. But that's some crazy stuff. If y'all ever seen it, I don't know if y'all, the people that's watching this, if y'all have ever seen it, but we gotta show it to the people, man. We gotta show it to the people. Watch, I find it. I'm pretty good about finding stuff. Usually it takes me a minute, but I'm pretty good about finding it.
Con. So I got a couple precepts. All right. So I want to start with Isaiah 3:12. It says, "As for my people, children are their oppressors, and women rule over them. O my people, they which lead thee cause thee to err, and destroy the way of thy paths." So it says, a key thing here, it says, children are their oppressors. We ask a lot of people, we go up and talk to a lot of people, and we wonder what makes Christmas so appealing. And most of them say, well, I know it's horrible, but I do it for the kids. You know how it is. I do it for my wife. This is why you got to understand, you cannot let your children make you an idolatry. I'll read it one more time. It says, Isaiah 3:12, it says, "As for my people, children are their oppressors." People do morally wrong things that they know God is against, just for their kids, which ultimately puts their kids in more danger, into more judgments in the eyes of the Most High God, because you wanted to put them over you. And that's why Christ said this. It says, Matthew 10:37. I'll do the KJV version. It says, "He that loveth father or mother more than me is not worthy of me. And he that loveth son or daughter more than me is not worthy of me." Christ says you are not worthy of him if you put Christmas over him. Just because your kid wants a new PS5, you think, man, kid's begging for it. I think Christ will forgive me. No, you guys have to, stand for Christ. Go through that affliction. Go against the grain. The world, everybody is becoming basically broke to buy their kids the new PC, the new Jordans, right? But I'm gonna read one more time. This is Matthew 10:37. It says, "He that loveth father or mother," this goes for your mother and father too. A lot of us still to this day get calls and say, "Hey, I know you don't celebrate Christmas, but I'm thinking, could you just come and just, give some gifts?" No, man. It says, "He that loveth father and mother more than me is not worthy of me. And he that loveth son or daughter more than me is not worthy of me." And I got one more precept. It says, this is Exodus 20:2. We got to go back to the basics. This is the fundamentals. This is Exodus 20, verse 2. It says, "I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage." Verse 3, "Thou shalt have no other gods before me." That is clean cut. You can't in no situation put another God above the Most High God. And if you want to go celebrate Christmas, you're putting another idol over the Most High God. You're being disobedient. But I yield.
I got one to add to that. You finish your point though?
Not lie. I got it. That was all I had.
All right. Yeah, to add to that, this is Sirach 33, verse 19. It says, "Give not thy son and wife, thy brother and friend, power over thee while thou livest, and give not thy goods to another, unless it repent thee, and thou entreat for the same again. As long as thou livest and hast breath in thee, give not thyself over to any. For better it is that thy children should seek to thee, than that thou shouldest stand to their courtesy." So you're saying it's for the kids. You're standing at the children's courtesy. They're supposed to stand at your courtesy. You're supposed to train them in the way they should go. Like my children, they don't miss any of the holidays. They don't miss any of the worldly holidays because uh that void is over much filled with the feast days we're supposed to keep. Like um Feast of Tabernacles. That's like one of their favorite feast days. And it can be 2 months past after Feast of Tabernacles, and they ask them when is Feast of Tabernacles coming up again. You can give portions and gifts during Feast of Dedication. We got Purim, that's 2 days of giving gifts. So they're not giving anything. And they don't learn anything from the worldly holidays. You learn lessons from these days that we're supposed to keep. There's nothing you gain from the worldly holidays. But
you
to
learn
be
things.
self,
You learn things about your own people, man.
Right, exactly.
They say the highest form of education is one self knowledge or self wisdom. I forgot how that saying goes. But that's the highest form, man. And this is what we're doing. Hey, what's the other one you said that the gift giving? I know one is Purim. What's the other one?
Yeah, Purim. A lot of brothers give gifts during Feast of Dedication too.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I thought so too. But I know Purim or Purim is one.
Scripture 2 days, portion gifts.
Yep. Oh, it's another one too in the scripture talk about not to stand at courtesy to your children, because a lot of people they think that they got to do it for their children to keep their children happy, to make their children happy. But at the end of the day, they're really not happy. They show that a lot of children would actually rather play with, depending on the age, they would rather play with the box that it came in or something like that. You know what I'm saying? A lot of kids aren't really looking for that type of gift. Now, like I said again, disclaimer, it depends on the age of the child, right? But you can't give no better gift than you teaching them about their own people. I know a lot of people that's around my age. Shoot, I say all the people, really, all Israelites, all black, so-called black people, man. Going to school, we just thought our history started in slavery. Like we really didn't have that leaves a big empty hole in a person. You know what I'm saying? That think that we just started in slavery here in America. That's it. That's all we know. Like you lost, man. You don't know mentally what that does to a person. That really hurts a person. And there's no greater gift to give somebody, especially that had a start like that, than their identity. You know what I'm saying? There's really no greater gift. Like one of the questions I brought up at camp was, would you rather have reparations or your identity? Right? And I know a lot of people would pick the reparations. A lot of people would, but it wouldn't fulfill the hole that's left in the person. Like knowing where they came from, really giving their children self-knowledge. You know what I'm saying? Teaching them about themselves, like where they come from. Because there's going to come a point in time in the kid's life where they're going to ask their parents about their history, like about their grandparents, their great-grandparents. Like, what do you know? Who is this? And if you don't know, you're not going to be able to teach them. They're going to be just a lost person out there, man. They just lost. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we out here to do, is to teach our people and give them something that they can hold on to a real gift, right? And the Bible goes into the history. A lot of our majority of our if not all of our feast days are about conquering and winning a battle, right? If not all of them, maybe not atonement or what's the other one? There's a couple of them that's not, but we have a rich history. You know what I'm saying? We actually come from really wealthy people. And you know, you go to like conscious community and they tell you that we come from kings and queens, but then they lead you to African like people that aren't even them. That are not those. They're not the same people. So it gets a little crazy. But we got a couple more videos, man. I want to get into. I want to show them that video we was talking about. This is a crazy video, and a lot of y'all might have seen it. A lot of y'all brothers and sisters that's been on social media, I'm sure y'all probably seen the video. But I got a couple of them that I want to show y'all. Yeah, both of them really.
This new show, The Santa Clauses, is an absolute joke, and I don't recommend you watch it. Let me show you why. So, in the show, I think it's episode 3, I don't know, I don't really care. They have these kids holding up a sign that say, "We love Satan." And then, Santa says, "Oh, check your spelling." It's supposed to be Santa. But no. This was not an accident. They could have fixed this. They done this on purpose. And they like to hide hidden messages like that. These are little kids. That is sad. It's no longer safe to let our kids even watch Disney anymore, because they like to hide satanic messages in them. I don't know. This has really disturbed me. Let me know what you think about it down in the comments.
Yeah, so can we get the other one? I did hear him say it wasn't an accident, though. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't an accident. They try to make it out to be an accident.
Christmas, I gave you my heart, but the very...
Can they hear me?
I'm sorry, Santa.
They can still hear me?
Come on. It was perfect. It was perfect. Come on. I need a minute.
Go back. Take it from the top. Last Christmas, I gave you my heart. The very next day, you gave it away. This year, to save me from tears, I gave it to someone special. You have a lot of work to do, sir.
Yes, I definitely have some big shoes to fill.
Boots. How big boots to fill?
Okay. Boots.
Well, it's been a year, it doesn't surprise me. Merry Christmas, I wrapped it up and sent it with a note saying
Scully. There you go. That's my name.
Oh, I love it. From beginning to end, everything has always been just a bit off in the most exquisite way.
Mrs. Claus, I need to ask you a question.
No, Crouton, I did not take the monogram towels from the bathroom.
I know.
Right. Y'all seen it. This madness at its highest, right? Pure evil. So they put it right in your face, man. They're not hiding nothing, right? They're not hiding it no more. Esau is not hiding anything. So, you know what I'm saying? It's not even crafty no more. They're not even doing a good job of being sneaky, right? A cunning hunter. They don't have to, right? They're so prideful that they can tell you the truth out in public, right? Exactly what they're gonna use and what they're gonna do. What's that?
We got it now.
Right. Right. Yeah, they got us. They got us right where they want us, man. So, yeah, this Christmas situation, man, is madness, man. You know, if y'all got family members that might be in the Christian and Christmas mindset, man, you can show them some of these videos. let them see it. You know what I mean? Just send them to the Iron Council podcast. You know what I'm saying? Where we go live, and where we have the best sound bites. You know what I'm saying? That's where it's at. So,
Iron Council.
dropping Iron Council, bro.
Iron Council.
Yes, yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
I just want to say this podcast was short notice, so
It was short notice. bro.
Anyway,
Yeah, we had different plans. We thought things was gonna be a little bit different, but you know, things happened the way it did. And hey, it is what it is, man. You gotta make moves. You gotta go where the spirit leads you, right? Do we have anything else?
When I bring up Zwarte Pieten,
Like, a man can't step to me that can't teach me shit.
By saying, ho, ho, ho. In 1930, a designer for the Coca-Cola company was trying to get people in the wintertime to buy their drink. So they took their company colors of red and white, borrowed the Santa Claus story, changed a few things, and out came the modern Santa Claus, complete with reindeer and elves. So that 1930 designer borrowed a picture from I think it was the 1800s, and modernized it, added the colors, and out came the Coca-Cola Santa Claus that we see today, complete with the long white beard and chubby cheeks and the red and white suit. To Christianize it, made a saint out of him. Eventually the colors got changed. You see the elves come into the picture, and they go from being evil to little cute guys that make toys. That's all American modernization of a very satanic, evil, pagan holiday. Here's where we get the idea of milk and cookies for Santa Claus. We think we made that up. We think that's cute. But this goes back a long time, ladies and gentlemen, back to the Druids, when they would put milk and cookies for their god that came through the fireplace on December 25th, on his birthday. Let's go to the Oxford English Dictionary. It says the definition of devil is called Satan, Lucifer, Beelzebub, and in popular rustic speech, Old Nick. That's right, Old Nick.
Right. So some of the stuff we went over already. Old Nick. What was it? The dark evil history behind Krampus and Santa Claus. Man, it's in your face, man. Right? I don't know how people aren't seeing this. This is beyond me. How a person isn't seeing all of this information that's out there. If you got a Facebook, man, I don't see how. You know what I'm saying? I don't see how people are missing it. But the information is out there. Go ahead, King, with your precept.
All right, this is because he mentioned about the, you putting the milk and cookies out, and that was just like, okay, if you're celebrating this pagan holiday, you're serving another god, and it's just obvious that, that's a meat and drink offering to another god. But that was just, by, what I gathered. But he confirmed it. He said it straight up right there. So this is Jeremiah 7, verse 18. The children gather wood, and the fathers kindle the fire, and the women knead their dough to make cakes to the Queen of Heaven, and to pour out drink offerings unto other gods, that they may provoke me to anger.
Hey, and a lot of Salaki, go ahead, King.
Yeah, milk and cookies. You think it's cute. They put it in a pretty package, but you're giving a meat and drink offering to another god.
God. And a lot of times it is our women that have a hard time pulling away from these evil holidays, man. They have a hard time pulling away from them. So it does take the men to bring the information out and to stand strong in knowing what they know, to teaching, edifying their wives, their children, and to stand on what they believe, man. Right? It's usually the women are weak men that actually bring this stuff into the home and fall victim every time to evil and wickedness, man. Bringing that wickedness into their house. Next thing they know, they got pictures falling off the wall and all kinds of demonic stuff happening, and they don't know why. Right? So it's crazy. But I think we got a couple more videos. Let's go ahead and get through those videos so we can go to the next topic, Barbara. I think we drove this point home, man.
A woman's ideal man is better than her.
By saying, ho, ho, ho.
All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get to it. So that actually leads us to the next video because, like I said, I want to get the one where the lady was speaking. Let's get that one because the point that I made earlier was a lot of times our women need the men to lead them the right way, and the men have to stand strong what they know. They have to stand strong on what they know, right? So go ahead, King.
I mean, like, a man can't step to me that can't teach me shit. If a man can't teach me, I have no interest.
What you want
If
to
you
learn?
can't, what can you teach
What you
me?
want to learn?
What can you teach
I think
me?
That's
it
cool.
goes back to
This
this.
is, and this is where it goes into
What you want to learn?
find out about me and find out what I already know.
Right. So a lot of men really can't teach the women. They can't really teach women, man. And our Bible tells us clearly that our people are destroyed for the lack of knowledge. So we just don't know. We don't know, and the most important knowledge that we need to know and need to be able to teach the women is about the Bible. Is to be able to get them to the kingdom of heaven. That's the most important thing, man, to get their spirits right, to get them to be beautiful before the Lord. Right? The Bible said in Isaiah 4:1, it says, "In that day the branch of the Lord shall be beautiful and glorious." The branch of the Lord is not going to be beautiful and glorious. And it's talking about the women. It's talking about the branch of the Lord is not going to be beautiful and glorious if our sisters can't get together, if they can't be sisterly, if they can't get along with each other, if they always bitter and jealous and finding nitpicky things to nitpick about what to the sisters or the husbands. They're not finna make it, man. They're not finna make it, and it's the men's fault. It's your fault. It's the man's fault if you can't help them and teach them and guide them and be patient with them and reach them on the level that they need to be reached. Right? Working with them, showing them videos, do everything that you can, right? Everything that's in your strength to get her to where she needs to get the understanding, right? And then keep her there. Not just keep her there, but keep re-teaching her, telling her over and over and over, right? A discussion I was having with Zion earlier was about like, you know, would you be able to teach, or was it, we was talking about the cars, like, things in the house and stuff to that nature. Like, are you able to do those things? Yeah, that's important. That's necessary. But the most important thing is that spiritual teaching, is that spiritual knowledge, man. And that spiritual knowledge leads back to the law, statutes, and commandments, right? We got to be able to teach our women. The burden of responsibility falls on our shoulders as men. So that's something that a lot of men are lacking, man. They play around with the truth. Either they playing around with it, or are they not really strong in the truth? Are they just teetering back and forth? Man, they're not able to lead a woman to the kingdom. They're not able to lead, period, let alone a woman. They can't even lead themselves, right? You got to stand for something, man. And that's something that got to be the laws, right? I don't know if y'all brothers got something y'all want to touch on that, but we can go to that next video if you want to.
A woman's ideal man is better than her at everything. Now, do I mean literally everything? Yes. Ideally, a woman can sleep soundly at night and breathe easy during the day, knowing that her man is bigger, stronger, smarter, wiser, more connected, harder working, more courageous, and more of anything that you could imagine than her. And this is biological. Knowing that they're the life force of the species and knowing that they're the physically weaker of the two sexes, women are natural survivalists. They look for men who they can count on to protect them from threats to their ability to help the species survive. So this all really comes back to one keyword: competence. Women want a man who is competent, someone who they can assist but never have to lead, someone who they know would be fine without them but who are optimized by their presence in his life. This is the key to being truly attractive to a woman. And more importantly, it's the key to saving the modern dating landscape altogether.
God, hey, if y'all sisters are still here and y'all seen that video, let me know in the comments if y'all agree with him. I'm just curious. Like, be as honest as you can be. Let me know if y'all agree with him. Right? Let me know if y'all agree with him. He has a very good point. He has very, very good points on the man needing to be better than the woman. Now, there's areas, because women have a little bit more advantage in this day and age in this society to be able to get a education or to have a lot of grants and stuff given to them, that they can, in certain areas, provide or be a little bit better than the man. But I agree with the protection, the bringing information. As a matter of fact, let me ask y'all brothers, how do y'all feel about that video? Do y'all agree with him or no?
I agree.
I agree.
It's definitely something to think about. You know, a lot of people ain't ever thought about it like that. That you need to be better than your woman in everything. That's what he was saying. He's saying you need to be better than your woman in everything. You know, for the most part, yes. For the most part, I definitely agree. For the most part, and this is something men need to work on, need to get back to. You really got to start working on yourself, man. You really got to start developing your skills, your mindset, making sure that you're not argumentative, making sure you're not weak emotionally, that you can emotionally support a woman, right? Having a wife is a big job. It's not an easy job. It's not something to shake a stick at, they used to say. You ain't never heard that one before, huh? Yeah, you ain't never heard that one before, bro. I brought that one all the way back, bro. I brought that one all the way back. Hey, where we at?
Counsil.
That's where we at right now, bro. We at Iron Council, bro. This is what you get. This is the type of information you get, bro, at Iron Council. But yeah, so yeah, the man, we got a lot of stuff to work on. We got to get into those precepts. We got to get into those proverbs. We got to get into those dark sentences and sayings. We got to get into parables. We got a lot of work to do, man. We got a lot of work to do. Not only just that, but we got to make sure things go well around the house, right? Because the Bible will give you that understanding that you need basically on every situation, every area, man, right? To making sure you have a peaceful home, right? It's not going to be easy. It's going to take some work to do, but it can be done with consistency, right? One of the things that I feel that a man always have to have is a vision. A man has to have a vision on how he wants his household to be, to look like, and the wife needs to be able to see that vision. I want to read this precept. It's the book of Proverbs chapter 29 and verse 18. It says, where there is no vision, the people perish, but he that keepeth the law, happy is he. You have to have a vision. You have to have a vision, man, on your household, on your family, and what it looks, and more, just as important, the wife has to be able to see that vision too, so she can help and do her part in it, right? She's got to be able to see that vision. And the vision don't have to be complex. It could be something simple. But a man has to be responsible. He has to have responsibility. He has to be consistent. And he needs to have a vision, man. He needs to be disciplined. He needs to be able to stand on something, right?
Precept.
Go ahead, King.
But that vision has to be in order. This is Matthew 6 and 33. But seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you. So when you keep the Most High first, everything that's needed will follow. Everything he will order your steps in the direction that's needed to accomplish these things. If you follow that order.
That's a very good point, and I'm glad you said that, because it's only going to be done in righteousness. Like the only way we can rule, the only way that we can get the kingdom is if it's done in righteousness. We ain't going to get it no other way. The Most High God is not going to allow you to get into the kingdom no other way, man. And that's the only way that you can rule your household, which is in righteousness. So I'm glad you pulled that out. I'm glad you said that. That's very true. So you got to get with a righteous man. What does it say? It talks about how when you find a man of understanding, get thee bedtimes. You know what I'm talking about?
Get thee bedtimes, yes.
I'm roughly paraphrasing that. Yeah, get that for me, Baba Kushai.
You talking about this direct?
Yes, sir.
It says, Sirach chapter 6.
Yeah.
Yep. Ecclesiasticus chapter 6, verse 36. And if thou seest a man of understanding, get thee betimes unto him, and let thy foot wear the steps of his door.
So if you see a man of understanding, this is why I talked about, let me get this precept again. In the book of Proverbs, chapter 29 and verse 18, it says, where there is no vision, the people perish, but he that keepeth the law, happy is he. Right? So when you see a man of understanding, which is a man that keeps the law, get the bedtimes, man. A lot of our people, one of the hardest things about our people, man, that they've been brainwashed with is if the person they with gotta be beautiful, he gotta be or she gotta be gorgeous, right? They gotta look like this man right here. This brother got them gray eyes. I don't even know what the color are. Green gray eyes, man. My brother got that, what they say, that good hair. Iron Council, bro. You get that here at Iron Council, SOJ. Right? They think that they gotta have a man that look, you know what I'm saying, just off the chain, man. The brother what do you run, like 20, 30 miles a day? This brother is very fit, man. This brother's very fit. How many push-ups you do a day?
Man,
about
we don't want to talk
115.
about that.
This brother be going in, man. But you do want a man that can do that. You want a man that's very physically fit, and he can protect, you know what I'm saying, or at least he puts effort into protecting, man. But the Bible talks about that he's the author of beauty, and at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, we all gonna be beautiful. We make it to the kingdom.
That's right.
Every single one of us, man, woman, we all gonna be beautiful, man.
I got a precept.
Go ahead.
This is Corinthians, 1 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 13. No temptation, Slakia. It says, this KJV, this is 1 Corinthians 10 and 13. It says, there hath no temptation taken you, but such is common to man.
Mm-hmm.
So this is for people that, you know, you might be just fresh into the truth. This might be your first Christmas where you're trying to get away from it. You're trying not to think about it. It might be, you know, you might be reminiscing on last year's presents that you got. You know, you might be going through it right now. It says, there has no temptation taken you, but such as is common to man. As this brother you see here, this mighty captain and mighty officer, as with us too, they both have went through situations, if it was them or their kids, that they had to stand and reject the evilness of this world by taking their kids out of school on Christmas days, by telling their mother in a polite way, in a respectful way, that they're not going to celebrate Christmas, that their grandkids are not going to celebrate Christmas. These brothers are literally here to tell. They got plenty of stories, and not just Christmas, Thanksgiving, Valentine's Day. Officer over here can talk about what he did and give wisdom and understanding on how to go about if you have a kid and the schools are trying to force them to partake in these pagan holidays. Hit that brother up. He can tell you what he did, and what, if that brother feels comfortable sharing, he can tell some stories. But let's keep reading. It says, there had no temptation taking you, but such as is common to man. But God is faithful, who will not suffer you to be tempted above that ye are able. So if you are feeling tempted, you're feeling your spirit leaning towards Christmas, just know that God is there, and he's going to find a way for you to escape. If that's a brother reading with you, if that's you going to sleep on Christmas early, sleep through the day, there's many options. But let's keep reading. It says, but will with the temptation, so with the temptation, also make a way to escape, that ye may be able to bear it. So Captain says this all the time. He says, or other captain, he if I'm paraphrasing, he says, you're going to be tempted. You know, you're still going to go through that fire. You're still going to be tried. God got to test your spirit, see if you really about it, see if you really love him. So these temptations are normal. Be expecting these temptations. We got temptations on certain things. So, but there's always a way to escape with it. Our forefathers, they went through trials and tribulation, but the Most High was faithful to the men that loved him, the men that stood 10 toes down. And I got one more. This is for anybody that's having more trouble. You can say this to anybody that asks. This is Joshua chapter 24, verse 15. Joshua chapter 24, verse 15. And if it seem evil unto you to serve the Lord, choose you this day whom ye will serve. Feast of Dedication is happening right now. What's also happening just now? It's right now. It's December 25th. It's Christmas today, right? It says, "Choose for yourselves this day whom you will serve, whether the gods of your fathers served that were on the other side of the river, or the gods of the Amorites, whose land you dwell. But as for me and my house, we will serve the Lord." And that's what every brother you see up here, these brothers in the other camps, IUIC, Sakari, ISUBK, all these valiant men, they chose the Lord. And if they chose it, you can choose it too.
Con, the brother made a lot of points, a lot of good points. But one of the things I want to stick to this real quick before I move on, because I do want to move on to Brother Thawam, because he experienced some stuff that I ain't never experienced, and I want to get to that, which is dealing with those kids and the holidays. But one of the things I want to stress to the people, because here in America, we've been made to look on the outward appearance and not on the inward appearance. Beauty fades, man, like the Bible says. The Bible says beauty fades. Stop looking so much on the outward appearance, man, because that spirit is what's really beautiful, right? When you get into a group or a camp that have women full of the spirit of the Lord, like they are sisterly to each other, man, it don't matter what they look like. You're gonna be like, this is the most beautiful sisters on the planet, right? That's how you're gonna see it. You're gonna be like, man, because they easy to get along with, they submissive, they loving, they're kind, they're sisterly. Those are the most beautiful sisters on the planet, bro. You cannot put a price on that. But you get some sisters that's pretty physically, but can't get along. They just ugly in spirit. There's no way you're going to get any man to go around that or to want that, man. They're just going based off of their, they're just going based off of their appearance. But this is how the world is. We go based off of the appearance and not the spirit. We go based off of the appearance and we leave off the spirit, man. Right? Did you have something to say, King?
Yeah, it's a couple precepts to go with that.
All right. I already know.
Let's see.
Go ahead.
Proverbs 11:22. As a jewel of gold in a swine's snout, so is a fair woman which is without discretion. Is the waist of a beautiful vessel. Like, it's unclean, an unclean thing. Like, it's beautiful, but it's unclean. It's worthless now.
Right.
A woman without discretion.
Right.
And people look upon there's another one for that too. In Iraq, let me find it. Because if we go into things, with the wrong intents, it's gonna come back on you.
That's right.
So Sirach 25:21, it says, "Stumble not at the beauty of a woman, and desire her not for pleasure."
That's how we're supposed to be.
Yeah. Right.
That's how you're supposed to be. So, like, let's say you get a woman that you might not be so much attracted to, or she might be overweight and you're not attracted to that. And she dropped that weight, bro. She already submissive, got a good spirit, bro. She gonna be the brother. She gonna be fired, man. I don't understand. Like, we really got a psychological, spiritual game played on us. We've been spiritually manipulated, abused, raped, spiritually. It's a spiritual game, like the Bible talks about. We really been spiritually manipulated into thinking that it's about the appearance. The way the world is going now, it's all about appearance, man. It's not, man. Hey, and I was talking about, like, earlier today, there's some, because we know the Bible talks about it's in our law that a man can have more than one wife. Some wives just need a spiritual protection. They just need spiritual head. Right? Because there's a lot of our women and our sisters that have a reproach. They have a shame on them. They don't have protection. The man is the protection. A man is a hedge. He's a spiritual weapon, right? So they're not getting this. They're not getting a protection. They're out there alone, being spiritually abused, being manipulated, being tricked, or being they're falling into all kinds of traps, right? But a lot of it has to do with the way we see each other, man. And a lot of our sisters don't even see, sisters as a sister, man. They might say, "Hey, sis," but at the end of the day, they're not really sisterly. They might say, "Hey, sis," but then don't want to see you get into the kingdom. Or they might want to see you get into the kingdom, but not with her man, because it's her man. She possesses her man. And it's supposed to be the other way around. We got a really bad problem here in America, man. I hate this place. I hate it here, right? This is a very evil and wicked place, and it has really manipulated and really messed our people up. It's really messed us up, man. We got
me,
right,
nigga.
Right, exactly how I feel. We hate it
Shut
here,
your
man.
white mouth.
You better shut your white mouth. But we like one of the things that always have to continuously be hit is there's a lot of single sisters that need a spiritual protection and they don't have it. The day is coming, bro, where all hell breaks loose and there's nothing nobody's gonna be able to do about it. And let's say if you was the one that was able, you sister was the one that was able to help her, get her out of that position and bring her to a man that can protect her, right? Whether it be your husband or not, bro, man, it's sad, man. It's very, very sad, man. I really hate that spirit is on our people. And it's a lot of it is jealousy, hatred, right? They really don't love their sister like they would themselves. The Bible says to love thy neighbor as thy would thyself, right? I don't want to be, if I was a woman, I wouldn't want to be in a position to where I don't have any spiritual protection. I don't want that, right? I wouldn't want that because bro, I had another video where it talked about, she said, have y'all ever seen any end time movies? She said, I don't want to make it. If a zombie apocalypse happened or anything happens, she said, I don't want to make it. I want to go ahead and die. She said, because at the end, when it's all said and done, do y'all see what happened to those women? Those women get treated horribly. And that's exactly what happened to, Hurricane Katrina victims, man. They did a documentary on it where the women that didn't have any man, they had no man, majority of the women that didn't have any husband, they were all either raped or beaten or jumped. They were taken advantage of. That's a real life situation, man. That's a real life situation. And how selfish are you to keep that from another sister, man? You're going to be, that's going to be on your hands. That blood is going to be on your hands because you couldn't shake that evil and wicked spirit, right? That's going to be on your hands, man, at the end of the day. So, do we have another video?
We got a comment.
What we got?
TV daughter said, "What does that mean when you say they have shame on them?" Question mark.
Con, can we get that? Can we get that scripture?
What is it?
Isaiah 14, because that's what I was referring to. She said, "What does it mean when they have shame on them?" Isaiah 14, and I think Isaiah. Let me see.
You said 14?
Oh, Isaiah 4, Salakia. Isaiah 4.
4.
Mm-hmm.
Take away a reproach.
Yes, sir.
This is Isaiah 4, verse 1. And in that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach.
Con.
So
it says approaching that. Approach goes into shame. Approach. Hold on.
Reproach.
Is it a reproach or
reproach?
Reproach. All right, let me Google it. Can you get Deuteronomy 28, Zion? Deuteronomy 28. All right, so reproach, it says, as a way, address someone in such a way as to express disapproval. Hold on. Hold on just a second. Deuteronomy 28 and 54. Because this is the reproach. This is the disapproval. This is the shame. This is what our sisters, our brothers and our sisters. I remember powerful brother, camp leader, Sons of Thunder, Yahweh All. He said, man, if we can get just this one sin, this one curse uplifted, man, we would be so much better as a people. Our people would be so much better to, we would really be able to get our situation together. And that was like, what was it? Leviticus 19 and 18, where we hold grudges one another, hate each other, right? Roughly paraphrasing. Let me get that one first, though.
This is this is Deuteronomy 28, verse 54. So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eye shall be evil towards his brother, and towards the wife of his bosom, and towards the remnant of his children, which he shall leave.
What's the one with the sisters?
Next verse.
Okay.
It says,
56.
Sorry. It's Deuteronomy 28, verse 56. The tender and delicate woman among you, which would not venture to set the sole of her foot upon the ground for delicateness and tenderness, her eye shall be evil towards her brother, towards her husband of her bosom, and towards her son, and towards her daughter.
The woman that's tender and delicate. Is that the one I wanted?
Yeah.
Is that the one I wanted? Okay, hold on. Let me go back to this. Let me go back to this definition. Slovakia.
I got a precept for that too when you read it.
Go ahead. I got to go back and look this up real quick. Hey.
So the dealing with the reproach, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I got Isaiah 32, verse 2. And a man shall be as an hiding place from the wind, and a cover from the tempest, as rivers of water in a dry place, as the shadow of a great rock in a weary land. So when they say call by thy name to take away our reproach, they're wanting that man to be a hedge of protection, a cover from the wind. When it says the wind, that means the destruction. So you're a hiding place. The man is a hiding place from that destruction and these perilous times that are coming. So when they say to take away be called by our name to take away our reproach, that's what that's going into. Because otherwise, you're just gonna be caught out there, like you said, dealing with the Hurricane Katrina. You're just gonna be out there.
Right. Yeah. Man, there was a scripture I was looking for. But yeah, that's a very beautiful point, man. Very beautiful point. I think it's Isaiah 3 and 16. Let me get this.
So are you looking for that? I can get it.
You got one? Go ahead.
Yeah.
Slacky, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
This is 2 Corinthians 10 and 4. It says, this 2 Corinthians 10 and 4 says, for the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through God to the pulling down of strongholds. So, obviously we know it's not unlawful to carry a gun with you, carry a sword, or whatever to protect yourself. But women need to stop flexing their gun, their shotgun, their pepper spray, their taser, their their weapons, and thinking that's going to replace a man and the protection that he can provide, or that's going to protect them in horrific, just as he was talking about Hurricane Katrina, Slovakia. We can see again over and over and over again accounts where women did have weapons on them. Women did have such and such that they flexed, but it was to their failure. It was to their demise. It was either it was too scared to use it, they couldn't use it, it didn't protect them. Just as men, we obviously have our weapons, we have these things, which is fine, but we don't have that trust in that's going to deliver us from the Jacob's trouble and so forth and so on.
So some brothers gave you these brothers gave you really good precepts, breakdowns, and understanding. So this reproach in the Blue Letter Bible goes into shame, conditions of shame, and that conditions of shame is what we see now too. Like the brother Tahawam went into about how, getting caught out there in the wind or getting caught out there in disasters where you're supposed to be protected, but you don't have any protection. You have no hedge. The hedge is given to the man. According to the Bible, the hedge of protection is given to the man because the divine order is set up. The Most High God, Christ, man, and then the woman, right? She was always supposed to be protected. It was never designed for a woman to be independent on her own. According to God, that was not ever supposed to be a design. That was never supposed to be in our women. They were always supposed to be under someone, whether it be the congregation, the elders of the congregation, her father, her husband, right? That was how she was designed. She was designed to be. She was designed to always be under someone, protected under a man, right? So that shame, that condition of shame or disgrace, that's another thing it says. It says disgrace, man. It's a disgrace to see our sisters single parent homes, right? Everybody in the world knows the media, the statistics about the black family, the black household in America. We've been beat down, man. We've been made a spectacle for all nations. Everybody sees how we are. It's a shame. It is embarrassing, man. It's embarrassing to see that we got to go on TikTok or not TikTok. Well, TikTok too. TikTok and what's the other platform? Clubhouse, and talk about how the black woman here in America is out of order. That's crazy. We was watching some videos on that today. You know what I'm saying? They was talking about that and how the lady from Nigeria, she was talking about everybody sees that. Everybody sees our media. They see how we are. Everybody sees America, the black household. Everyone sees that. You got something? God, man, but we've been made, it's a really shameful act. Everybody sees how divided we are as a people, right? So our women don't have no protection. Our men don't have no knowledge and understanding, but that's why the scripture says, get with a man of understanding. So wherever you are, man, I suggest the day is coming. Let me read this for you. Actually, can you get Zephaniah 2:1? Please, let's get that, please, because that applies not only to the whole nation, but that applies to our households too. Our women, our single women that know the truth, that they need to get with a man of understanding. They need to get with a man of understanding, right? Pick a man that is, observe him, right? Observe that is he teaching like how you want him to teach? Is he, because this is what I tell my daughters. You know what I'm saying? Don't just be attracted to his appearance. Be attracted to how he presents, how he teaches. Does he keep the feast day? Be attracted to those things. Is he making excuses to not come to camp? You know what I'm saying? That's not somebody that you want to have kids with. You know what I'm saying? So these are things that we gotta, as a people, gotta look at. Go ahead, whenever you got it.
This is Zephaniah 2:1. It says, gather yourselves together. Yea, gather together. O nation, not desired.
Come on.
Before the decree bring forth.
Before what?
The decree bring forth.
Before the decree brings forth. Go ahead.
Before the day passes a chaff.
Uh-huh.
Before the fierce anger of the Lord come upon you.
Before the fierce anger of the Lord comes. It's coming, people. Right? Everybody that's in this truth know that it's coming. Why are you still without a head? Why are you still without protection? Why are our sisters still dealing with jealousy? Why are you not sisterly enough? Why don't you love your neighbor like you would yourself? Why is this such a hard thing? God, this is stuff you got to work on. Why are you worried about, why are you still trying to be possessive over your husband? That is not, you are stepping outside of your role. You're outside of your role. That's not the way the Most High designed for you to be. He didn't design you to be, you to possess your husband. That's not in the scriptures anywhere. Well, it is, but it's unrighteous, right? Can you read that again? Can you go ahead and read that number 2?
Yeah, this is Zephaniah 2 verse 2. It says, before the decree bring forth, before the day pass as the chaff, before the fierce anger of the Lord come upon you, before the day of the Lord's anger come upon you. Seek ye the Lord, all ye meek of the earth, which have wrought his judgment. Seek righteousness, seek meekness. It may be ye shall be hid in the day of the Lord's anger. It
may be that you may be hid in the day of the Lord's anger if you got a hedge of protection. If you got hedge of protection. If you have protection, you may be hid. But if you do not have protection, you are caught up in the wind. Just like the Hawam said, man. You caught up. You out there. You're in the storm, getting blown around, the tornadoes, the hurricanes, all that, man. You know what I'm saying? The Most High woke you up to the truth to find a man to get with. This is what he did. He didn't just find you to be out of order. He didn't wake you up to be out of order. He woke you up to be in order, right? Our women, the only one that really have a hard time with submitting to a man. The women here in America, we really have a hard time with that. I don't understand why. I mean, I understand because of the things that we went through. It said that, the Willie Lynch letter said that our women used to be solely dependent on their husbands. To be solely dependent, meaning you were dependent in every area to your husband. Not no more. That's not how we are no more. Did you have something? Okay, Con.
I got some.
Con, go ahead, King.
All right. Another thing, Isaiah 32:9. Rise up, ye women that are at ease. Hear my voice, ye careless daughters. Give ear unto my speech. Many days and years shall ye be troubled, ye careless women, for the vintage shall fail, the gathering shall not come.
Man, that's a powerful
Tremble,
scripture.
ye women that are at ease. Be troubled, ye careless ones. Strip you and make you bare and gird sackcloth upon your loins. So that's another thing. Take away our reproach. These same women that are, that are esteemed on the high status or high level right now, they're going to be the ones that are saying, take away our reproach.
Mm-hmm.
But, by that time, it'll be too late.
Right. Hey, but, a strong warning for y'all sisters that are at ease, that may be comfortable. You think you got it. You think you're sheltered. You think you're comfortable. Our women, there's a lot of single women, man. We know some personally that are single, that are just having a hard time finding a man to cleave to. You know what I'm saying? You don't need to be too picky. What you need to be picky as far as how consistent he is. Like I said, is he consistent? Is he teaching? Is he doing the things that he's supposed to do? Does he have brothers around him? That is a huge one. Does he have brothers to hold him accountable? If he don't have brothers to hold him accountable, man, no, that's a red flag, man. Don't do that, right? Find a man, prove him a man of understanding, keeps the law, statutes, and commandments, keeps the feast day. Get with him, man. There's no excuses. Our women have had plenty of time to find a man of understanding and cleaving to him. What's the holdup? I don't understand. Go ahead. That was a powerful scripture, though. That was a beautiful scripture, man. That needs to be plastered everywhere. Our women are at ease. But go ahead, King Slucky.
Along with this, we'll start at 2 Ezra 16, and let's see. We'll just start at 32. And the earth shall be laid waste, and the fields thereof shall wax old, and her ways and all her paths shall grow full of thorns, because no man shall travel therethrough. The virgins shall mourn, having no bridegrooms. The women shall mourn, having no husbands. Their daughters shall mourn, having no helpers. In the war shall their bridegrooms be destroyed, and their husbands shall perish of famine. So that hedge of protection is going to be a righteous man, because it says, you know, the men of the 2/3, they'll be destroyed in famine, wars, you know, the sword, so on and so forth. So it'll be a righteous man that'll be that hedge of protection. But the 2/3 of the women, they're going to be the ones mourning because they won't be able to attain that hedge of protection. So,
God. Do we have another video? We have no other video. But yeah, man. If y'all brothers ain't got nothing else, man, hey, you know, we can keep it going if y'all want to. I mean, but you know what I'm saying, it's always been 2 hours. But hey, it is
I'm
what
at home.
it is. Brother at home, he ain't got to go nowhere. It is what it is, man. Right? Hey, brother ain't got work to do. He ain't got work tomorrow. But yeah, man, this is a situation to where it shouldn't be taken lightly. These things should not be taken lightly, to where men are doing what they're supposed to be doing. Women shouldn't even have to look that hard to find a righteous man. There's enough of us brothers that's in the truth, or at least know about the truth. We just met an elderly man today. One of our at the camp. He said he knew the truth for 6 years, but he ain't. He's still buying on the Sabbath, man. That's a problem. It shouldn't be a hard thing for our sisters to find a man that's in the truth. A lot of our people know about the truth. They may be so-called walking in the truth, but they're not. So this is why it's careful. You got to take careful observation, because the Most High God hates divorce. We already know that, according to Scripture. Go ahead.
I'm gonna say that one more time. This is Isaiah 4:1. And in that day 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, brother.
Yeah. So it shouldn't be a hard thing for our sisters to find a brother. Brothers, it shouldn't be a hard thing for our brothers to find a sister, man. This should not be a hard thing to happen, because it's just to be taken seriously, man. A lot of we need to be having more brotherhood videos, sisterhood videos. We need more of that. We need more of that, because, like I said, man, the breakdowns are beautiful. The dark parables, dark sentences, all of these parables, they're beautiful and they're needed. But what's needed more, right, is your character development. You're not making it to the kingdom if you don't have good character, if your character isn't holy, if you're not working on yourself, if you're not examining yourself, you're not making it. That's for myself too. I'm talking to myself too. You need to be working on yourself, working on sisterhood, working on brotherhood. Be around a group of brothers. If you can't be around a group of brothers that you found, call them. They have meditation station. They are on phone almost every day with each other. Brothers breaking bread on a meditation station. Sisters, we got sisterhood, you know, that be on I think they be doing their thing. I don't know all of what they do, but they be doing their thing. You know what I'm saying? So, man, yo, we got to get it together, man. This is a serious deal, man. This is serious business. But, man, it's been a beautiful pod, what you want to call it? The pod? It's been a beautiful pod, bro. Iron Council in the building, bro. You know what I'm saying? We got that strong.
You should be reading your Bible.
Right.
Reading your Bible. You hear what I tell you? reading your Bible.
We got that strong sound bite in the building. 5th podcast, we finally got it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hey, it's better late
I don't
than
want
never.
peace. I want problems always.
Right. So,
I don't want peace.
Sorry.
You like that one right there, bro.
Right.
I'm telling you. But yeah, man, that's beautiful, man. So, Laura willing, y'all brothers and sisters was edified. Y'all got some understanding from it. We kind of went off the spirit on this one. Lord willing, we're going to be better prepared for the next one. Stay tuned. We will be, because we got something special for y'all coming down the pipe, coming down the tube. That's funny. Yeah. But we got something coming down the for the brothers and sisters, man. Hopefully y'all enjoy it. We're trying to do a little bit different things, trying to be a little bit different, but still edifying and entertaining, man. That's the key. That's the goal. So with that, man, we give all praises, all honor, and all glory to the Most High God, Yahweh, Bahashem, Hamashiach, Yahushai. With that, we're gonna say peace and blessings to all y'all brothers and sisters, man. Shalom.
Shalom, barakatah.
Shalom, barakatah.
Only beats.